Viewers, welcome back to Let's Play Alpha Protocol. You may notice we are no longer in Taipei. That's because I forgot we pretty much have to do Alpha Protocol, or whatever you want to call those missions that are marked with the Alpha symbol, or at, if you're thinking about email, by default now. So, yeah. Halbeck, so this is the guy I blackmailed. Read bank errors in my favor. Whoever you are, I sent you your money as requested. You do realize, I hope, that the email was sent with a disclaimer that specifically calls out that unauthorized use of my email is illegal. So I don't suggest going public with this. It's an open and shut case that you're just as guilty as I am. Really? Well, let's see how much blackmailing Halbeck got us. Holy crap. Okay, maybe Scarlett's rep isn't worth that much. 15 grand. Hey Mike, one of my filters picked this up, thought it might interest you. The sender and receiver are both British MI6. Okay, all my contacts confirm an attempt on Sheikh Shahid. Preliminary report suggests assassination by cruise missile. Need better details. Israel, US, both are being quiet, but inconsistently quiet. They don't have their talking points memorized, and that's just this is news to them too. That's because Alpha Protocol doesn't exist. Looks like Deng's men are going to have some sort of information exchange in the Taipei subway system, and the evidence suggests early morning Chinmeng line platform. Well, we're not there right now. We're back in all the stuff on the True Heirs. We're back in Moscow, because this is the only mission I noticed actually that doesn't have, oh sorry, Rome. Are we back in Rome? Viewers, I don't know where I am anymore. I'll let you know in a second once I check my map again. That seems much cheaper than I recall it being. Oh, we're so close to having this quasi-futuristic stealth armor. I mean, that's still an upgrade anywhere you look at it, but I'm so close to this stuff now. It's so good. Okay, anyhow, we'll back out of that. So our mission... We are in Rome. I'm the best secret agent. So in Rome, we have to identify Jibril al-Bara at the chateau. He's an ally of Shahid. And I'm equipped with a sniper rifle, but I should only need it if I encounter resistance. Digital scope that can upload images of targets. Database of all Samad identities. Faster identification. So I have no idea how this is going to go, but it should be interesting. And it doesn't have one of the little A's, so it's probably not super... Let's probably plot critical.
You in place?
Yep. Got a good view of the estate where this meeting is supposed to take place. What now?
Albara's our target. He's supposed to be here tonight.
Well, glad I brought this rifle. But what's the deal with the scope?
It can transmit images to me in real time. Aim at someone, and I'll run their picture through the database. See if we get a match. The longer you focus on a target, the quicker I can make an ID. The ID is all I need.
And if the target's a scumbag, I take him out?
That's your call. If you decide to shoot, just make sure you don't do it if the target's inside of a camera or another person. We don't know who Albara's meeting, so taking anyone else out may have repercussions, depending on who their friends are.
Okay.
Roman artist. Made a name for himself last year with a controversial exhibit in Paris. Some local juvenile offenses, but otherwise he's clean. Not our target.
Oh god, aiming this thing is freaking hard.
Owns a sports car dealership in Naples. Does a lot of international business, but no criminal record. Not our guy.
So don't really have a great view other than this. What am I supposed to do now? Hang on a second, viewers. I'm going to tone down my mouse sensitivity here for a second. If I can. Can I? No. Okay. Maybe in here? Ah, sensitivity. Let's try that out. It's a little better. Oh, this is the last guy. Come on.
And nobody.
Looks like the guards are clear. Moving up to the next position.
Whoa, 500 XP. It's kind of a neat mission, though.
In position.
All right, let's begin. We can catch the news later, provided we don't make it. A Spanish celebrity talk show host. He's a known meth user, but nothing related to financing terrorists or arms smuggling.
Let's look at the stripper later.
Security guard. He's clean.
This is a neat mission.
Dutch flower baron. He's suspected of dipping into the drug trade, but that's all I've got. Nothing really incriminating.
Okay, well, if that's the last guy, it's probably important. Let's take a look at her.
Well, she's a little underdressed.
Definitely a cold night from the looks of it.
All right, Mike.
Classy.
Private security. Ex-special forces. Not our man. But definitely a professional. He planned and led the assault that took back the hijacked British jet last year.
I remember reading about that. Should I get an autograph for you?
No, I work for the infamous Mike Thornton. Compared to you, he's small time.
That's my
I'm
girl.
in position overlooking the chateau. A lot of guests tonight.
I see. Mike, be very...
Careful, I know. I don't want a mob after me before we have a target.
Come on, mouse.
He's a curator for one of the museums in town. His latest exhibit on the Crusades has drawn some fire, but otherwise he's clean.
Can actually see him there anyhow. This guy can't leave.
An American novelist. He's got a bestseller right now on corporate involvement in the Middle East.
Oh, is it any good?
I'm waiting for the movie. Anyway, nothing on him.
Okay, I already had this guy.
Immigrated to France from the West Bank about 10 years ago and serves on the board of directors for the Christian Islamic Confederation. He's practically a saint. Keep looking.
I think one of these guys noticed me with a sniper rifle over here.
He's a cop in Rome. Must be moonlighting as a bodyguard for one of these guys.
We're missing somebody here. Don't see. Wait, there we go. Wow, good camera.
That's Albara. That's him.
Take him out?
Hold on. A lot of State Department and Interpol records. State Department says he's dirty. Interpol says his finances are legitimate, though. And
Mina, do I take him out?
none of these State Department records are sourced. I can't tell where they came from, or when. Best I can tell, their intel was added to his sheet a few months before you left for Saudi Arabia.
He's a member of Al Samad, right?
I don't know. I'd say yes. But I might be wrong. You can take him out or we can abort. It's up to you.
Well, I haven't killed one of these people yet, so you know what? Actually, I just unlocked a secret fact on his dossier. Let's have a look. Maybe this can make the call for me. Okay, secret fact says... Jabil is a confirmed cell leader of Al-Samad, and while his sympathies clearly lie with the terrorist organization, the State Department has implicated him in various financial corruption scandals. But this information does not match Interpol's financial records on Al-Bara. Strangely enough, the State Department's evidence was added to Al-Bara's file a few months before Operation Desert Spear was set in motion. I don't like it. It's a setup. We're out.
I'm aborting the mission.
All right, Mike.
How did I get money for this? Let's see. Agent Thornton infiltrated a local estate in search of Jabil Al-Bara, catching the last of the guests as they were arriving. Thornton identified all the guests at the gate without being spotted. All the guests at the guest house without being spotted. Al-Bara's ties to Shahid were confirmed, but he seemed innocent of any wrongdoing, so Agent Thornton departed the premises after making a positive ID, access email, and safe house for new mission details. I don't know, viewers. I just felt too clean cut.
What's that beeping noise?
Oh, okay. That's your computer, Mike. Oh, gotta turn that sensitivity back up. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. That was a little brutal. Actually, let's check the TV before I check my email. We haven't checked the TV in a long time.
In Moscow today, authorities are baffled by the aftermath of a shootout at the...
I guess that makes sense. I mean, the Triad stuff, it's all underground. Bugging the warehouse was just G22, and they wouldn't want that information on TV, so... Westridge is spending the day in the shooting range. There's nobody looking over my shoulder. I was going to see if I can't dig up a little more on the agents that were in Saudi with you. Who do you want me to research? Westridge, Darker, ooh, or Parker. Darcy's coming after me. But Parker's the numbers guy. Parker. Actually, I mean, it's always the quiet antisocial type. Dig around, see what you can find on Parker. Okay. Mike, just a heads up, someone's been running a lot of web searches with keywords Mike Thornton and Michael Thornton in the Milan area. Whoever is doing it did it through a Halbach Milan office computer. Well, they used a public terminal, so I can't trace it back to a particular end user. Let me know if I found out more. Archive. Mr. Thornton, if you stalk a man with political and criminal connections, kill him before he uses his contacts to track you down. I know you were looking outside the chateau, but don't know why. Consider my interest piqued. I refuse to let you intimidate me. Let's meet face to face. See if you have the guts to kill me in broad daylight. Meet me at the cap. Investigate. Ooh, there we go. Hey, man, I got this email from Jabril. It seems a little odd that he found out who I was, and odder still that he wants to talk with me. If you have a moment, see if you can trace his email for me and pull up some intel. Thanks. Or disagree with him. He's a professor too. You know what? Let's investigate. So let's see what my next mission is here. Oh. Ooh, additional intel available at the store. Okay, well let's check that first. Ah, that's right. Email takes a mission to come back or so, so I wouldn't be able to. Up. Dossier information on Marburg. Purchasing this intel will expand your dossier on Conrad Marburg, an elder statesman of the espionage world. May prove useful in meeting with Jabril Al-Bara. Okay. I think that $15,000 I got came out of my email bribery. Well, maybe. Now, is this one a mandatory mission? No. But you know what? I really want to get that. I want to get that email back from Mina. So what I might have to do is fly somewhere else. And do another mission. And then go back and deal with the good professor. Oh, okay, and we leveled. Nice. Oh, and 2. 14 AP, that's 2 stealth. Silent running advanced. And concealment. Which means... I have 6... remove rank? Okay, so that's 6. And then 12, right? That was weird. 20% reduced enemy vision. Nice. Then evasion, which is worth 4 seconds. Is that more cooldown too? No, still a couple minutes. Then get advanced shadow operative, which is 12 seconds. Master concealment, which is probably, oh yeah, 30% reduced vision. Master shadow operative is worth 20 seconds. Wow. You can run while remaining unseen. Does not prevent enemy from hearing you. So basically I could just throw that out, throw silent running, and just go around and take out an entire room full of guys. That sounds fun. Should look at getting expert chain shot too. There's too much stuff to buy, viewers. Well, I guess that's what we're going to have to do next. That's a quick video, but I think it was long enough that I don't want to try and tack on another mission here. Oh, new email. Maybe that was all it took. Because if Jabril might just be a talking deal, and if that's the case, I'll fly back. Follow up on Parker. Wow, born in South Dakota, Bachelor's Mathematics from Dartmouth, Master's and PhD at University of Chicago. Dissertation was titled Applications of Perturbation Theory on Social Hysteria. At the risk of sounding like a total nerd, it's pretty fun, crazy reading. It's all about dissecting social spikes in alcoholism, depression, suicide, support of dictators, and so on. Joined the CIA. Solid work ethic and performance, but personality issues blocked promotion. Parker has a family. Wife died of alcohol-related illness, and while her obituary says she's survived by a daughter, the young Miss Parker seems to have dropped all communication. Mathematically brilliant. Too boring to be true. CIA gave him suspiciously easy assignments. He stuttered a bit and then wandered off, saying he couldn't remember. He doesn't forget things. He's doing Black Ops for decades. Alpha Protocol type before AP ever charted. All his work on Desert Spear seemed a crisis response op. His straightforward vengeance wet work. Trouble is, I can't find much of his work on the op. All records are sterile write-ups. Parker can sign off on his own reports. A long, long history with the Alpha Protocol. Interesting. Hey Mike, the email address is indeed Jabril's and was sent from a Roman IP address. That said, a dozen governments have Albara on the watch list unless someone's running an excellent decoy orchestration. Albara's been spotted fleeing Italy in the first... It's a setup. So it's not Albara. Good thing I had Mina run some information on me there. Which means we're back to Rome! You know, I'm wondering... I'm kind of wondering why they said that Conrad Marburg's dossier would come in handy to meet with this guy. Seems a little too odd. Although the game, then again, I'm probably being ridiculous because the game wouldn't give me something that easy. Then again, it may do to read up on both of them. So he's all about being professional, right? Practice socialite. Okay. So he's very professional. Not much used to being aggressive, probably. And then Marburg. 50% dossier. Bad read on employees. Still carries out BCI field ops. He's a one-man army. carried out operations in Kuwait, South Africa, oil refinery explosion in Moscow. Reading 65, he's still apparently a badass. So, he acquired a dossier right up of Marburg. This is not going to be the guy we think it's going to be. So let's see how it plays out.
No sign of Albara yet.
Maybe he stood you up.
I don't know. Something feels wrong.
Well, stay alert. I'm starting to trust your instincts.
Sorry, that's easy.
Switch off your transmitter. If you reach for your gun, one of my men will put a bullet in your skull.
That's Marburg.
Transmitter's off. I don't plan on reaching for my gun unless you make it necessary.
Once I have the information I need, I plan to leave. You will not be harmed. Perhaps you thought you could enter Rome under the radar. You almost did. But you broadcast your location. Eventually.
I had to. You were my last lead. I'm here to find out what Halbeck is doing in Rome and their ties to Al-Samad.
And what led you to believe that Halbeck has any interests in Rome or Al-Samad?
Are you denying that either one is true?
I do not believe you would have come here without evidence.
And what makes you think that?
You aren't here in an official capacity. You are operating under Alpha Protocol.
Interesting. Considering the program's secret, I would have expected you to say traitor, unless you have insider knowledge.
If you think you're the first to be abandoned by your government, you would be wrong. You are Michael Thornton. Straight out of Langley. Perhaps they felt the Untouchables approach would benefit them.
I'm an operative now. After Saudi, I had to change my 5-year plan. I'm guessing you're here to confirm the file you have on me. Anything else you need to check?
Reports place you as someone loyal to your country and who believes in carrying their missions through.
Is that so odd?
In today's day and age, yes. But not to me. And you were the one who crossed paths with a German mercenary in Moscow. Z.
Hey!
I get around. And she was a little insistent we get together.
I am not surprised.
Okay.
She is a mercenary, but hardly professional, or discreet, it seems.
Have you two had dealings before?
Contract disputes only.
So you know a great deal about me, and I know who you are. You're Leyland's right-hand man, his lackey, toady, henchman. And you wear those gloves to keep the blood off your hands. I've read your dossier. You've lived a full life. Kuwait, South Africa, that oil refinery explosion in Moscow. It's like a concert tour with you.
Yes. You, on the other hand, have managed to enter Rome quietly. I didn't know you were here until an hour ago. You're skilled at keeping a low profile. No murders, no public announcement. Very impressive.
What happened to Albara?
Dead, of course. Once you'd ID'd him, well, his use to me was at an end. In less than a day's time, you have already managed to cause me considerable inconvenience. Now, tell me what you're doing here.
I was tracking down a lead, and it looks like I've found it.
I see. So you thought all you had to do was wait and we would speak. Interesting.
What I don't understand, though, is why we're talking at all. Unless keeping me alive is important for some reason.
I have orders, and I am a cautious person.
So am I. And I think we have room to negotiate.
No, I am not authorized to make deals. Besides, I believe you have nowhere to go for help. In that situation, it is a rare man who goes to his enemy's door. So, yes, this is a social call. A warning. You have proven yourself capable, but pursuing this course of action will not serve you any longer. Go underground, hide, but stay out of our way.
Or else what?
Or people you care about will start to die. We know you've been in contact with one of your fellow agents. That contact will die if you persist, and then we will kill you.
Those are your terms. Allow you to carry out your mission, and I stay out of the way.
Yes.
You realize I would be betraying my country.
Yes, and that does not change my terms. I understand your feelings, and I encourage you to set them aside.
So we're done here. I leave Rome, leave you to your plan, and that's it.
Yes. What you do next is up to you, but there are only two immediate choices. Leave, you live. Stay, you die.
You don't seem like the corporate stooge type. In fact, you seem like someone who doesn't take orders at all, especially from someone like Leyland.
Are you questioning my loyalty?
I am, but not in the way you think. I've read your dossier. From where I'm standing, it doesn't seem like Halbeck's any better than the governments that you've served with. In fact, they're like a government unto themselves, and if you think for a second that they give a rat's ass about their employees, then you're twice the fool. Do you seriously think they wouldn't leave you out to dry if they had to?
Your attention to detail and history borders on obsessive. You may live through this after all. Leave Rome. If we see each other again, it will be the last time.
Whoa, that guy's intense. Whew. Bonus objective. Marburg expressed admiration for Agent Thornton's ability to keep a low profile in Rome, and Thornton had been so covert Marburg hadn't even entered the city until recently. The connection between Marburg, the BCI, Halbeck, and Al-Samad is still unclear. Marburg threatened that any further investigation attempts would result in the deaths of Agent Thornton and anyone allied with him. I don't know, man. I have a lot of allies now. Between Heck, Scarlet, G22, I've got some friends, even if I happen cut loose. Mina picked up a phone trace from a VCI employee working with Marburg attempting to contact the local authorities? What? New mission gained. Contact Madison St. James. Oh, Leland.
I confess, you slipped into Rome almost without us noticing. You were even more difficult to track after that.
Between Halbeck and local authorities, the locals were the tough ones.
No matter. Mr. Marburg found you. That must have been a surprise, meeting up for lunch like that.
When we talked, he had a lot to say about Halbeck and some suggestions about my involvement with your corporation.
Really? I can rarely get 3 words from the man.
Well, feel free to have him threaten you whenever you get tired of listening to yourself.
I'd be curious to hear more, and your first impression of Mr. Marburg. What did you discuss?
We discussed business. Turns out both of us have experience with abuse of authority.
He described you as a man of your word. Patriotic, I believe, also came into the conversation. But Mr. Marburg was not always the best judge of character. Nor does he instill much loyalty in employees. Speaking of which, this woman entered the picture not long after your meeting with Marburg. She was in our office in Rome. Madison, I believe.
Yes.
I always wondered, did you ever regret getting her into this?
It wasn't my choice.
Oh, Mike. In the end, it was.
Wow, okay. So if this is another contact mission, it might just be more talking.
Mike, we may have a problem. The VCI employee I mentioned before, Madison, I think she's going to act.
What do you mean, now?
She's calling the operator and asking for you by name.
What?
She can't be working for Marburg, unless this is a trap. Who is she calling?
The city directory. And maybe the police next. If she does...
Can you intercept the call? Redirect it?
What? Why?
I want to know why she's looking for me.
Okay, let me patch her through.
Should be interesting.
Operator?
Miss St. James?
Hello? Yes, is this the operator?
No, Miss St. James, this is Michael Thornton.
Oh, thank God. Mr. Thornton, please, you have to listen to me.
I don't believe we've met before. How do you know my name and why are you calling?
I have reason to believe your life is in danger. I know it sounds crazy, but
You don't say.
Ha.
I don't want to discuss the details over the phone. This line may be tapped. She's a sharp one. But it's important I speak to you immediately. Is there someplace we can meet?
Of course. I'll send you the address of a local restaurant.
All right. I still have to hail a cab.
I'll have one sent to your cross streets.
Oh, okay.
I'll see you soon, Miss St. James.
I have a feeling I could really piss off Mina very quickly talking to Madison St. James. But I also need to get Mina to get me some more information about her. Oh, the NSA tap in Rome. We're hearing some chatter from the CIA about a Georgia situation. It's an internal affair, so it's not subject to interdepartmental sharing. This is, of course, in best interest to stay informed as I lose the ability to speak. Someone claiming to be a deep mole reported a rogue U.S. agent operating outside of the U.S., thus the CIA being charged on us. The mole did not say which agency is involved, making this a very shot-in-the-dark operation. The mole used an NSA verification code when contacting the U.S. government to prove his identity as a mole, which is why it's total bullshit that we're not in loop officially. The rogue agent was alleged to have been operating in Saudi Arabia, possibly linked to the Shaheed incident. If you find anything, send it to me. Do not share it with the CIA without it coming to my desk first. Okay. By the way, I just noticed this little blinky thing. Are we on wireless here? Because if we're on wireless, that's just ridiculous. Intercept for you. Meet at the ruins. Time called Algol. Agenda 1. Distribute weapons from recent acquisitions. 2. Discuss agenda for next phase. It's an Al-Samad transition, but the sender IP checks out as coming from an area where Al-Samad have been alleged to operate. The codes used are those seen in prior missives. Never an email distribution this large. Alrighty, well, anything new on the intel? Madison St. James. Dossier. Ugh. I am losing some serious cash right now. Well, that's not a marked mission either, so you know what? Let's have a look at Madison's intel here. 50%. So I read that before. She's a professional. Hasn't met the branch long. Work ethic and skill set caused her to be assigned as Marburg's executive assistant. Marburg goes through assistants rapidly. I can believe that. She has access to sensitive material, most of it's in code, until she found the file on Michael Thornton. Didn't seem to know what the full extent of the VCI do besides recruit ex-military and offer... Oh boy. So, that's not good. Well, let's go and stop her from being taken out. This is bad. Use caution. There's not much on Madison in the records. This is bad, 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 because Marburg would not hesitate to put her down if she thought that she was helping me out. That's my chair, by the way. Sorry. I need a new chair. Nice restaurant. Are you wearing your name tag? Seriously?
Thank you for meeting me, Mr. Thornton.
Mike, or Michael is fine. So what's this about someone trying to kill me?
I work for the Veteran Combat Initiative, VCI. They're a global military contractor. My boss, Mr. Marburg, I think he's involved in something illegal. So I checked it out, and your name came up several times in our database.
Well, I'm a popular guy. Maybe Marburg wanted to meet me.
It was cross-linked to several contracts within the VCI. Termination contracts.
Marburg must be jealous of my good looks. Do you have the contracts? That'd be valuable evidence.
Not on me, no.
That would have been too much to hope for, I suppose. No worries, we'll figure this out.
Mr. Thornton, I'm not sure what to do next. Go to the authorities? Is there someone I should notify, or...
Protect.
Madison, you did the right thing warning me, and I appreciate it. I probably shouldn't have accepted your call. I think that may make things worse for you.
For me? I think I was a little more worried about you.
And I appreciate it. I'll do whatever I can to protect you.
You need to look out for yourself first. Mike, Marburg is going to try and kill you. What are you going to do?
Miss St. James, you've only been employed by the VCI for a short time, and as Marburg's assistant. That's an important position, especially for a man of his influence.
Yes. I was abroad studying art history, but when it comes to paying the bills, I thought I would apply for an administrative assistant position.
The language skills helped. VCI does a lot of work with foreign governments.
My point is, what you discovered is sensitive information. This could prove dangerous for you.
I know.
I need those files. Are they in the VCI branch office?
I don't know what you're looking for, but the VCI office in Rome isn't Marburg's personal office. He does most of his work off-site, or when he travels.
But he's here now, so where would he store the information while in Rome?
He has a villa. I've been there several times. If the files exist, I'm guessing they'd be there.
Along with Marburg.
Yes.
Give me the address. Can you get me in?
What?
Passcodes, details on the security system, anything would be helpful.
I can give you the address, but that other information...
Miss St. James, you've already gotten into more trouble than you know by speaking to me, and that's my fault. However, you know Marburg, and you know what you found makes you a liability.
Yes.
I can protect you. I have a location in Rome that Marburg doesn't know about, and you can stay there. But in return, I need whatever information you can provide to take him down.
But...
Let me do my job. If I can expose him, you're safe. And if he gets by me, trust me, no one else can protect you.
All right, Mr. Thornton. I can get you the address to the villa, and the names of the files you need to search for.
Then that's all I need. Come with me.
I couldn't do much for Rep there, unfortunately. Huh. So I guess we got another mission here. Yeah, Mina's not going to be happy. At all. Okay.
Anything on the news?
Let's find out.
Chinese government officials today announced that the People's Republic would issue sanctions against any nation recognizing Taiwan as an independent state.
The Chinese have always held the official position that Taiwan is merely a breakaway province. But with Taiwanese President Ronald Sung's calls for official separation from the mainland, Chinese officials are growing nervous.
When asked what form economic sanctions might take, the Chinese ambassador to the United States said, quote, "We will take all actions deemed necessary and appropriate to safeguard Chinese sovereignty." We've always known that kids enjoy candy, but what are some of the downsides to this link? A recent study by scientists at the American Medical Association has linked the consumption of sugar to hyperactivity and inattentiveness in kids, especially when combined with an empty stomach.
Apparently, after normal, healthy children are...
Okay. Lame. I guess Madison doesn't want to talk much. Alrighty. Well, now that the safe house is no longer safe. Anything interesting in the emails? No. Okay. I need more intel to buy. Yep. Deus Vult, Marburg's Villa. I'm once again getting further and further away. Oh, watch, that was silly because it'll be erased. Anyhow, viewers, I guess that's it for now. Madison St. James is kind of hard to impress. But thank you for watching. We talked to a lot of people, and we'll see you next time on Let's Play Alpha Protocol. See you then.